Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you records that were dirt cheap. You know, I do buy my share of expensive records. There's a lot of expensive stuff coming out like the Beatles, Revolver, and all those wonderful box sets that are coming out. But you know what? You don't always have to spend a fortune to have tremendous records in your vinyl collection. And I am living proof of that by shopping everywhere, anywhere. You can find great records at dirt cheap prices. So I'm going to be showing some of those today. They're great records, so please stay tuned. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button, the notification bell. Let's get started. This first batch are from what I think it was a discount record store. We went out of town. My husband and I went to a wedding, and the next day we went to a couple of stores. One of them was like a discount books and records. They were having an additional 20% off. These records were $3 and under. Starting it off, the Doobie Brothers, The Captain and Me. And this is a quad disc version of it. Now, I don't have a setup for quad, but it still sounds really great. And I've heard Patrick, the vinyl archivist, say he really loves quad records. Of course, he probably has the stereo equipment set up to back that up, but it was a very nice, clean copy. And there's great songs on here. The hits like China Grove and Long Train Runnin' really put the Doobie Brothers on the map. Really, really cool. I like the Michael McDonald stuff too. I love What a Fool Believes. So I love the Doobie Brothers, and I never had this record. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. It's a beautiful record. It's a great listen. Beautiful guitar playing, great vocals. I really like it, and I got it for under $3. This next one, you just look at the cover and you know you gotta buy it. Buddy Miles. It's called A Message to the People. He was in Electric Flag. He was in the Band of Gypsies with Jimi Hendrix. And for under $3, I said, heck yeah, I want to add this to the collection. Really, really cool record. It's on the Mercury label. So this was in really great shape and played beautifully. You know, sometimes when you're paying $3 or under, you are taking a little bit of a gamble, but this was very clean and it sounded great. Now this one, the cover doesn't look great, but the vinyl is awesome. And these older records, when they're this old, they get a little bit of a free pass for me, especially when you're paying just $3. The Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling. And the vinyl looked so good on this, and it sounds really good. It's very clean. So I am more than happy to pick that one up. A really big classic. I love the Righteous Brothers. Still need one that has Unchained Melody on it. But yeah, that was a great one. Also, I love classical music when it's this living stereo. And this one is a Shady Dog version. And it's beautiful. So for under $3, it is Van Cliburn. I'm not even going to try to pronounce all this other stuff. I just know it's a Shady Dog and it's in living stereo. And if you ever see those, pick them up because they usually sound really, really good. And some of them are really hard to find. Most of them aren't very valuable, but every once in a while you can find one that is valuable. Now this one was the disappointment out of this batch of records that I bought. And I desperately want to have this record in my collection. I love this record. But I found it, the cover, again, not in the best of shape, but I have seen this record in far worse shape. So I thought, okay, not bad. And then I looked at the vinyl and it looked incredible. It's on this Argo label. So I was really excited about this record. This might have been the one I was most excited about. And I got it home, cleaned it, put it on the turntable, and oh, I was so disappointed. It just has a hissy vinyl sound. It's not that the record is in bad condition. It's not a scratch. It's not a pop. It's just this hiss that overtakes the music. And I just think it's something wrong with the vinyl. So I got some great stuff, and then I was very disappointed. I love Jamal at the Penthouse. I hope I find a copy of that someday because it's such a beautiful record. Now, this was one I found at a different flea market. It's really not like a title or anything. It's Sonny Rollins. It's a French pressing. I don't really know. It says volume 5, Now That Time, volume 6, the standard Sonny Rollins. I don't know. I just saw it was really affordable, really clean, and it was Sonny Rollins. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And it's a French pressing, so it sounds really nice. Someone stamped it, property of James Mitchell. So I doubt James Mitchell is watching if he was willing to give up this beautiful record. So, but yeah, a wonderful Sonny Rollins record in the collection now. These records are really cool. I love what I found. These were found in Louisville at a flea market. And these weren't as cheap as the others, but they were still very reasonably priced. So, Brother Jack at the Jazz Workshop. It's the Brother Jack McDuff Quartet. And there is a blue note that recently came out, Brother Jack McDuff, that blew my socks off. I absolutely love it. The Blue Note classic records that are coming out. Love that one. So when I saw him attached to another record, I had to buy it. And it is very cool. It's on the Prestige label. It is a live album, so you do hear some clapping, which isn't bad. It's an old stereo version, so if, I won't lie, I would rather have a mono version when you come to a record this old. But still, to find something like this old, in this great a shape, I just don't find jazz records like that. I have been so dependent on the Tone Poets and the Blue Note Classic Series, whatever Mobile Fidelity and Analog Productions puts out. I'm so grateful because I've been able to build a beautiful jazz collection that way. But every once in a while, it is very cool to run into a super clean old record like this. Here is another one, and I only have Casino Royale that features this next artist on there. And the funny story about my copy of Casino Royale, I was at a record store and they had it in a case. And it was very early on when I didn't really know a lot about vinyl pressings yet. So I asked the guy that was working there, why is this record in the case and why is it like $80 or $100? I don't remember. And it's not a first pressing. I told him, I said, it's obviously a new record. And he looked at it and he said, yeah, it's really heavy. I don't know why it would be this expensive. He said, I'll sell it to you for $20. So I innocently was like, okay, I even thought that was a little much, but I thought, I'll go ahead and buy it because I thought it was really cool looking. When I got it home, a long time later, it was a classic, from the Classics record label. That's why it was so expensive, and we neither one knew it. We just thought it was a reissue that was overpriced and someone had made a mistake. So I honestly and innocently thought that. The guy working at the store innocently thought that too. But what's really beautiful about that classic Casino Royale album is The Look of Love, a gorgeous song sung by Dusty Springfield. That was a long story to get to this record. This is a really good one. Dusty Springfield's Golden Hits features You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, All I See Is You, Wishin' and Hopin'. Great stuff here. I Only Want to Be With You. I remember when Samantha Fox redid that one. Do you remember that? This is a really nice one. Now, I think this is the abbreviated version of this record, so it's missing a couple of the hits, but it's a very clean copy on the Philips label. I didn't pay a lot for it, and I love Dusty Springfield. I still need to get the Analog Productions record of Dusty in Memphis. That is one I need to be buying pretty soon before it goes out of print. Love her, and that was a great find. This next one, it's kind of heartbreaking, but I had to buy it. It wasn't a lot of money. I've never seen it before. I may never see it again. Let me take it out of the shrink here. It's called Christmas Time by the Judds. So sad that we lost Naomi. Heartbreaking way to lose her. She was such a beautiful woman. She was so kind, sweet, hardworking. Winona, what a talent, unbelievable voice. I really loved them together. You know, Winona's the true talent, and Naomi harmonizing with her, and they were just great together. So I decided to go ahead and pick this one up for Christmas. Again, I'm heartbroken that Naomi's gone, and I'm happy to have this, but it's very bittersweet. And I can only imagine the kind of Christmas that Winona and Ashley are going to have, and the entire family. It has to be really, really heartbreaking. And finally, this is not a thrift store find, but this is one that I watched a video by Chad Kassem. He, a couple weeks ago, made a video and he was recommending all of these wonderful records. They were not analog production records. He just said they're great. You need to get them into your life. And one of them really drew my attention. Archie Shepp and Horace Parlan, Going Home. And what I thought was really cool about it, it was Archie Shepp on the saxophone with Horace Parlan playing on the piano. And that was it. It was very stripped down. They're singing, not singing, they are playing spiritual songs like Amazing Grace, Steal Away to Jesus, Go Down Moses. There's a lot of beautiful music on here. Thank you to Rob from The Waxed. He let us know that this was available on Amazon. I had looked it up and didn't find it. For some reason, I wasn't able to bring it up. And then he said that he was able to order it. So I gave it another try, and I was able to get this off of Amazon. It's on the Steeplechase label. Sounds really good. Great record. Just a beautiful relaxation. End of the day, had a hard day at work and need to relax kind of record. So Chad Kassem knows his stuff, and so does Rob from The Wax. So I'm going to leave a link below to his channel. You can link, and please give him a sub and watch his channel because he's really, really a good guy, and he really recommends a lot of great records. So that is my thrift store haul. Found some great stuff. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of times when you find those cheaper records, you can kind of in your mind maybe make sense of the more expensive ones. You can kind of justify it. So please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.